Hey everyone, Ryan Desch here, broker owner of R&K Real Estate Solutions in Lawrence, Kansas. Wanted to do a quick video today to answer a question that I've been getting a lot this year, and that question is, are we in a housing bubble? And if we are, is the bubble going to burst? And that's a good question. I think it's a fair question when you look at the market that we see today, and the average home price in Lawrence is now about $300,000. That's really high, and so it's a fair question to ask. And I think what's also kind of on people's minds is in the not too distant past, 2007, 2008, we had a housing crash. That was one of the major contributors to what's referred to as the Great Recession of 2007, 2008. And I think that's still kind of fresh on people's minds. And so, fair question. But I think that there's some key differences. And the short answer to the question is, I do not believe we are in a housing bubble. At least not in the same way that we were, say, in like 2005, 2006, 2007, that was leading up to the Great Recession. And the main reason that we're not is that the Great Recessions, the problems there were related to bad decisions. People were making bad decisions, and there was a lot of subprime lending. There were bad decisions being made on the lending side. The lending sector had gotten largely unregulated, and people were making bad decisions within that framework. And that's lenders and homeowners or home buyers at the time alike. I don't think you can cast all the blame onto one portion. I think you can blame one maybe more than the other, but everyone kind of shared a little bit of that blame. There was a lot of bad decisions being made and a lot of speculation. And this time what's really different is the market that's being driven today is largely, if you recall your ECON 101, economics 101, micro and macro econ, that the tried and true concept of supply and demand is really what's driving us today. It's a historically low inventory of available housing. And so if you recall, supply goes down, demand goes up, price goes up. And so that's really what's going on. It's not the same level of speculation and bad lending practices. It's not really reflective of any bad behavior that I can see out there in the marketplace today. So it's gonna continue to result in prices rising, I think, in the future. And where a bubble might come into play is, how long can those prices rise? I think that's an open question that we'll have to see, and see what comes in to actually cool the market off. It's really hard to predict that rates are going to do that, or that new construction is going to do that right now. And of course, who knows what the future has in store for us. There could be some economic catastrophe out there that is related or unrelated to housing that has an effect on where everything's going. But right now I expect I do expect things to cool off a little bit. I don't believe that this sort of sustained price increases that we've been seeing that leads people to ask if there's a bubble is going to increase indefinitely or keep going indefinitely. So we'll have to see what happens as the year goes on, and really what we need is more people to decide that now is the time to sell, and that would certainly help kind of even the market back out a little bit. So that's all I've got today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.